Apep, a pope is, and stormy weather. Victory over Ra, temporary claim. Ra is said to die at night and become off, or corpse, after morning birth. The Mesquite boat, or night bark, he's in the flesh. So in the night, he's as a corpse or as flesh, off is the word they use. Upayat opened the way through the west. Remember, he's the wolf deity from Lycopolis. Okay, Asiut, Lycopolis, also known as Wepawat, Wepwawet, Wepwawet. Okay, he opened the way through the west. The west is the land of the dead. Osiris is the foremost of the Westerners, the Lord of the Black, the Atef crown, and so on. Amut was at first a invisible serpent with four bearded sons of Horus devouring the souls or spirits in the sixth province. Ra had UAs, scepters, skipped rays. So, UAs skipped rays. The UAs scepter. They're making a claim, the devil's the great accuser, that you skipped the E's, basically. UAs skipped the rays. Okay? And of course, the A's, the Athletics, the Atlanta Hawks, I believe it's the Atlanta Falcons, the Detroit Lions, the Chicago Bulls. All these are significant, especially in the black community, the black occult communities, who lives where and why, what is the history of those places, and so on. And I go as far as to say by now they've all sold out to the New World Order. They're secret society bitches, or they would have explained this to you a long time ago. Okay, Amut was at first, okay, I went through it, okay, so Ra was depicted as a leopard decapitating Apep, or as the bull Ka-Mephis. Ka, my face. Ka is associated with the bull. It's another Khan, if you ask me, because, I mean, you can see in the Kalunga, in the Angola, the Kunini of southern Angola, that the bull, the cattle cults, right? So you could say, well, they're using it something like that as well. I reject this myself. I believe that Ka and the Chi are connected, and the great Chi is not a bull. It's more like a hawk, which is in the sky god, the hawk flying through the sky, the sun in the sky, the grace of the sun, the grace of the hawk, the intense power of the sun, the speed of the hawk, which I believe is the fastest animal known to man. Okay, or Menevis, the bull. It could mean the M. The M is the ark and 7 backwards. Or Atum, the setting sun. Excuse me. Pharaoh worshipped Ra, and then Ra became a state god. Then the Pharaoh became Horus, son of Osiris, and not just the whites' master as the son Horus. Now, the reason why I put that is they were giving me a hard time with technology. So Horus, the son of Osiris, and not just the Pharaoh as the son Horus. Okay? So every time they give me a hard time over telling the truth because they say, I'm making them look bad. Look, I'm half black, half white, part Jewish. Hispanic and whites and white Jews gave me my tattoos. I wear a gi that is an Asian gi in many, many of my videos. Okay? You're the Buckingham Palace motherfuckers. You're the Nottingham. I'm not racist. I have a folder in my computer that's called White Sisters. Okay? I'm not fucking racist. And get it out of your fucking head. My mom is fucking white. How many of you are racist against your mother? I rest my fucking case. All right. So there's a difference between lifting and breaking bricks, which is brute strength, and applying agility and dexterity. And of course, dexterity is part of this. Man, I got a lot of videos to make now I think about it. Look up dexterity in the dictionary. It's probably not defined well. In my dictionary, it's defined well. Maybe I went over it already, but I can't remember off the top of my head, but dexterity is a part of this, and it has spiritual significance as well. There's corporal dexterity, which is referred to in the book, which was the material dexterity, relating to the body and the absence of the spirit, which is what they accused of capoeira guys training themselves to do, which is ridiculous because their whole system was based on spirituality, and that's where they derive their moves from their religion. So for them to say it's corporal dexterity that they're practicing because they don't want to admit the spiritual significance of my martial arts challenge or African martial arts in general, especially as it pertains to Egypt, the civilization and the civilized other societies, the greatest civilization there ever was. Okay, Horus at the helm of salvation. A is CA. Of course, it was the Igbo Uku Empire. You can't have an empire or civilization without martial arts or some kind of war tactic. It goes without saying if you think about it, right? So Horus is called at the helm. He's at the helm of the boat, and Thot is at the prow. And Set claimed Thot thoughts position. Okay. Set can be seen as psi or say if you remove the T and consider it's a plus and do the wordplay. So I went through all this stuff. Okay, Captain America versus the Black Panther, right? Cap in America versus black paint you are. You are the black paint to us. That's all you are, kind of thing. Or you want to paint humanity black by controlling reproduction. So Steve Rogers, Steve staves, the plural of staff, and Rogers, okay? Our raw, okay? Rogers. Don't think about that one. Rogers, our raw, Rogers. I'll have to get back to you on that one. I might have messed that one up. Okay. No, it's right. It's right. It's moving it around a little bit, but it is Rogers. Okay, Rogers, 2 syllables. So I basically took the raw, removed the G, and is ERS, right? Raw hour. So I flipped it around and put our raw. Okay, so it is correct. Rogers. So RO, make it RA, remove the G, the silent G of masonry, and ERS. So hours, ORS, our raw, flip it around, that's basically what you get, when you flip it around. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Write it down on a piece of paper. Even if that wasn't the case, you can see that that's what's going on here. And it's not a coincidence that he's like a Nazi. Look at his body type carefully. Watch Captain America Civil War. Watch Captain America in general. Read the story. Read the comics. Look at his body type. The super soldier serum. Who used that thing as a Nazi kind of idea? He takes on the Red Skull and Nazi. Khan Hor. Horus and Set. Skull and Bones. We can draw a bunch of parallels. Red being the principle of evil, which makes yellow haired is the sun. Yellow is the sun, and so on. And the difference between turning black because you worked in the sun and you walked in the sun for generations and being white. What leads someone to be white and what leads someone to be black? It has to do with where they stayed and the migrations of people later on versus the indigenous, right? Indigenous, right? Being in the right, righteous indignation. Thank you.